We have to remember that we were born to be in these times. We have to occasionally recall, I got this. I came into this life knowing that this is a deep, dark, evil place. Earth has pretty much always been a war zone in many ways. The have nots. We're a bipolar place, up, down, left, right, boy, girl, all that stuff, the opposites. And they fight because we're looking for that golden thread in the middle. But it doesn't last because we're not here to make that last. We're here to find a way in ourselves to be able to deal with it. But we agreed on coming into these structures, not knowing exactly what they would be, but that there is help. And to remind kids, as you said, the spirituality, I like what you said. Give them a spiritual basis. Do things together spiritually. What are you going to do? You're going to have a full moon fire. Are you going to go to church, to temple, to ashram? What are you going to do? Something that is maybe community based or family based. How beautiful is that? It doesn't have to be formal or big, but I think it should be repetitive and counted on.
Yes, because it gives something for them to start building their own personal spiritual foundation on. And that is invaluable.
And that trust, I like what you said about that too. I know when I grew up, I could trust that I could trust my family. I was very secure. It was a strange time in the South in the 1950s and 60s, but my family kept me out and away from that. We lived outside of the city, so to speak, but I grew up with security. So I think parents want to create some sort of security for their child in an insane, insecure world. But that's how we do it, by trying to figure it out. And that's that divine thread that we were born with this. We have the ability to figure this out as one soul, as one family, city, state, country, nation, world. Those things leak onto each other. And even though things seem bizarre, you got this. I'm telling you, you probably have more than you already know, people. And I think, Linda, what you're saying, these words of great wisdom to mothers and to families, that took a lot of courage for you to do. But you knew different. You knew better. You know that. And I see other young parents these days going against their tradition or their family. They want their own traditions, they want their own ways. It takes a lot of courage. I really salute that.
Well, I think there's a lot of people who have their lives changed by having children and they want better for their children than they had for themselves. And so if we stay in the hope of, leaving the world better than we found it, I think we can do very well.
Yeah, I believe we had lunch the other day with a young couple that we love, and they just had a baby. And she said, it's really a visual thing. For 9 months, it was still the two of us. It's like you don't really believe it. And then all of a sudden, pow, your life is different. And there's a thing, this breathing, crying, pooping, wanting this and that. And it's like, oh my God, can I even do this? But something kicks in. And you are surrounded with divinity. You're surrounded with reachers, teachers, preachers, whatever. You're surrounded with that. But the invisible beings who love you no matter what you do. God never turns away from you, ever, ever, ever. You were not born in sin. You were born divine, and you are a God incarnate, destined to rule other galaxies. That is who and what you really are. And these children that you are raising, what a gift. It's an honor for you to be there with them at this time.
That's one important thing that I'd love mothers and all parents to hear, is that being a parent, being there with your child is the most important thing you could be doing. That baby is going to grow up before you blink your eye, and hold on to that baby, because that's all that baby needs, is you to hold them and love them.
That's beautiful. That should be a bumper sticker.
Maybe it's all we all we need. All we need from each other is to hold on to each other and love each other.
Well, there's a statement. And then when you let go, that person takes with them the eternal hug. They
Yeah.
take with them that I feel secure and loving. That's a beautiful thing to have. Thank you, Linda. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Zoli.